Monologue Mondays. Why, Mr. Anderson? Why? Why do you do it? Why get up? Why keep fighting? Do you believe you're fighting for something, for more than your own survival? Can you tell me what it is? Do you even know? Is it freedom or truth? Perhaps peace? Could it be for love? Illusions, Mr. Anderson, vagaries of perception. Temporary constructs of a feeble human intellect trying desperately to justify an existence that is without meaning or purpose. And all of them as artificial as the matrix itself, although only a human mind can invent something as insipid as love. You must be able to see it, Mr. Anderson. You must know it by now. You can't win. It's pointless to keep fighting. Why, Mr. Anderson? Why? Why do you persist? Why indeed? Now, there's a few monologues I could have chose to do, Mr. Smith here. But I like this one. This one is my favorite one for a few reasons. To me, it, unlike any other scene, it really reaches into Smith and it kind of shows his frustration. He is a machine that in this moment is really showing his frustration and his lack of understanding, because he's asking Neo why. And it's because as a machine, he desires an objective. He can't conceive of living or existing without an objective. And that's what he doesn't have right now. Beyond destroying Neo, killing Neo, he has no purpose. And he can't understand, he can't wrap his mind around the fact that human beings exist in this world without a clear, defining purpose. That's what this whole scene is about. It's about him really lamenting the fact that he has no purpose, but humans do. And he can't understand how they can survive, how they choose to live without a real purpose. And even the reasons that he comes across, he dismisses. Love. Is love a reason to exist? Well, love is insipid. Love isn't real. What about peace? What about truth? These things don't matter. These things aren't real to him. They're illusions. So what is it? What is the driving force that allows people to persist? That's his question. Why are you still doing this? Why are you still trying? And this scene perfectly brings all of this together and shows Smith's frustration and, oddly enough, a bit of his humanity. And he doesn't know what to do. And he can't understand how Neo can move forward in the world without knowing what to do. It's really kind of deep when you think about it, and it humanizes Smith in a very different way up until this point. But that's kind of the gist of the situation of this scene, and it all comes together masterfully, I think, when he asks Neo, why do you persist? And Neo just looks at him and says simply, because I choose to. And it's a simple answer, and it's pretty much right. Humans, we aren't born into the world with we aren't given a purpose here. We have to find one. We have to make one. We have to create one out of thin air for ourselves. Sometimes we make a purpose for ourselves and we get it wrong. We get it completely and utterly wrong. And we have to try again. But we don't have a defined purpose. And as Neil said, the problem is choice. It's the beauty of being alive, the beauty of being a human. You get to choose. You actually get to decide what your purpose is without being given one. And that's something that Agent Smith can't wrap his head around. He can't imagine it. But all in all, this scene was incredibly well done. One of my favorite monologues from this character. And once again, Hugo Weaving just knocks this character out of the park. He's criminally underrated, I think, as an actor. And we need to see more of this guy, for sure.